Hello, I'm Marky Dragon, and today let's talk pinball. So, we got the Spider-Man here, and we are going to change all of the bulbs from incandescent bulbs into LED. And why would we want to do that? We want to do that because we are going to save power, and it's going to look a hell of a lot better. In the
yellow and the blue.
Those look pretty nice. And then you put LEDs up in the back. Just a couple of them in so far.
Yeah, just a couple. And then these are all done. Opposed to these. Because these are more muted. And these are bright as can be.
It looks like a couple of the outlanes here. So where you spell hero, those are now LEDs, and these are still the incandescent bulbs. Quite a difference there. Quite a bit more pop.
Yeah, a lot more pop.
Looking really good so far. Here's some of the bulbs.
How do we get to these?
Got the, these are 89s. With 5 high-powered on it, and then we have these are wide 44s, just a white one, and wide it actually shoots out the side on this a lot more, or if you're directly onto it like this down here, when we get directly on to these look pretty bright, and if you get at an angle they change. So we're looking here at these little spots on here, and so show me why that one's not working.
Well, I put it in.
These are just wedge bulbs, right?
Right, they're wedge bulbs, and they have to go in.
Okay, so
turned over.
Yeah. Okay, so now you turn it over.
You turn it over, and then
it should light up.
Then
yeah,
it
there
lights
it goes.
up.
Yeah.
And
now
so,
I can see it, nice and bright. So when your wedges don't work, just turn them over. That's a normal thing. Even with the incandescent bulbs, you have that issue.
Okay, now I don't know where these go. I know I do.
I don't know that it matters too much.
Well, probably not, but you know, but you do want to get them back in where they were. If you're done with that for a while,
Well, let me unscrew one real quick.
you know,
So
you think
get
it's
some
your
work done.
turn, and then you decide you want to do something else.
You know what?
Hey, this isn't a spectator sport.
Well, we know
Thank
that.
you, Jay.
When you're doing this, you only want to do it with one person because you don't want someone else helping at all.
Helping.
Help. It's just cool.
What about down here? That red is kind of.
No, I like it.
You like it? Okay.
But you know, it makes it look more like a nightclub.
Yeah. You've got this sort of red glow right through here.
Yeah. We think we're finished.
This isn't done. Other than that socket, which needs to be replaced.
Fix that hair, Dad.
That's right.
So, so we did the Spider-Man machine today, and we replaced all of the incandescent bulbs with LED bulbs. And about how long did it take you guys to do that?
I think it was a little over 2 hours.
Yeah, about 2
2 and a
hours.
half, maybe. And this is our second full machine light bulb replacement. So.
Right, you did Indiana Jones before.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
It wouldn't have taken as long if we'd had the right tools right off the bat.
whose fault is that?
Saved about 30 minutes.
That would have saved about 30 minutes. But the two of us, so it's really about 4 hours.
Right.
You know, worth of work. So
So do you think that visually wise it's worth changing these out?
Oh, definitely. This one, for sure. This one is amazing. And I think when we replace a few more bulbs on Indiana Jones, it will be amazing as well. It is impressive, but this one is just the zones of color on it and really impressed me. With the green for Green Goblin, the blue for Venom, yellow for...
Yeah, I'm actually impressed with the yellow on Sandman.
Yeah.
It actually does a really good effect whenever he lights up.
And then the blue and white back there for the lanes at the top.
Yeah.
That works really well.
Those do look really nice. Nice cool colors up there.
Yes.
Okay, well, so do you think that a novice owner of a pinball machine could do this?
Could. I'd say it would probably take 12 hours of work, I would guess, if you haven't done anything
I'm like a
underneath.
novice, and you just figure it out.
Yeah. Well, you started as a novice. You've cleaned and worked
Well,
on
yeah, right. But you know, still, it's each machine is different. You kind of have to learn it every time you clean it or do things with it.
So now we didn't just replace bulb for bulb in the same color on this.
Oh no.
Because we've got like down here.
Fishing for a compliment. Try another pond.
Somebody's hitting buttons. Okay, no, don't hit more buttons. So we changed out these to like red.
Right.
Down
These
here
we
where
have
they
red.
where they were white before.
And these actually on the slingshots we have red on the bottom and white on top for underneath the faces.
Yes.
We wanted those to not get turned red, but the bottom part looked better with the red. All along here are white, but back in the corner you can see red underneath the plastics.
Yeah, I was noticing down in here actually that it looks like there's orange, blue, and red all back in there, and it actually gives a really nice look with all that lit up under the plastics there.
Yeah, we use the orange underneath those two yellow lanes, or next to the two yellow lanes, and then there's a blue strip for Venom that has the blue lights underneath it. And then the yellow for anything on the playfield that has a colored plastic on it, we used that color underneath.
So would you say you used primarily colored bulbs then?
We went through...
Was it about half and half?
I'd say it was probably half and half, depending on the machine.
This machine, when originally shipped, was all white bulbs.
There were 4 blue.
3 blue and 3 yellow.
Yeah.
51, 112 bulbs, 113, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the 15 flashers, so
Yeah, right.
around 130 bulbs to replace.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys pimping out my Spider-Man pinball
We
machine.
have been pimped.
Okay, thanks guys.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's talk about power consumption. The power consumption of Spider-Man here came out to, for 24 hours when we had it with the incandescent lights, came out to 4 kilowatt hours for a 24-hour period. And a kilowatt hour, currently, I mean, we're a business, and so we get charged business rates, and so home rates would be a little bit different. But a kilowatt hour costs us 11.29 cents for a kilowatt hour. So basically, 4 kilowatt hours comes out to about 45.17 cents per day. Not too bad. I mean, when you think about it, running a pinball machine all day, only 45 cents. That's not very much money. So, but after we changed to all LEDs, it did change, and it changed quite a bit. It came out to 1.81 kilowatt hours for a 24-hour period, and so that's less than half. So instead of costing 45.17 cents per day, it now costs 20.43 cents per day, and that's pretty good. So now let's translate that into like what a arcade would be paying. So in an arcade situation, you typically own all your machines, and you're paying for the power, which is different than if you have the machine out on a route where the place that you know, the store or whatever, the bar where you have the item at, would be paying for the electricity, and so you probably don't care as much about how much they're paying. But you would care about the bling factor because these really do look a lot better with the LED lights, as I think they're a lot more attractive to people, and especially if they're machines that nobody's ever seen with LEDs in it before, it makes a big difference. So let's talk about per year. Basically, with the incandescent bulbs, Spider-Man here at the 11.29 cents per kilowatt hour would come out to about $165 for operating it for a year. And that's still not too bad. But with the, yes, the Pharaoh had something to say over there. Yes, anyway. So with, at a year with the LEDs, it comes out to $74 and change, about $74.50. So that is quite a big savings. That actually saves you a little over $90 a year. Now the bulbs, I estimate, cost somewhere between $160 and $200 to put into a machine. And so you got to weigh the cost as well. If it's out on a route, you know, it may not be cost effective, not unless you actually could show that it actually pulls in more money by having the LEDs. And in an arcade, it would take you most likely about 2 years to pay it off, 1.5 to 2 years. So if you're going to keep the machines a long time, then that's worth it. And especially since once you've purchased the bulbs, that these bulbs tend to last about 10 times longer than incandescent bulbs at the same time. So it's not, it reduces maintenance as well. So overall, I guess maybe I'd estimate that you might be able to pay it off within a year, depending on how often you replace bulbs and how much it costs for your technician or your staff member or whatever to replace the bulbs, or if your time is money. And so I think it's a good deal. Now, I also think that it is going to be more attractive to the customers, and it actually catches people's attention a lot more. And but I don't have any stats, not like I have stats on the power to back that up. So overall, I am very happy with how these turned out, and with all the custom colors that we did in this and everything. We didn't use just the white lights, and I think it looks awesome. So both of these do, and next thing will be to take our other machines here and change these over, and we'll see how they look. Especially like Pharaoh here. I think this game was made in 1981. So we'll have to play around with this and see if it still looks good with LEDs. Who knows, may not. Anyway, till next time, take care. Okay, I've done the math on the numbers. And that's stupid.